Velma series is upcoming. The HBO Max Velma series is upcoming. And I've done a few videos on it, talked about how it was a horrible idea to begin with. And then I did a video talking about how it's planning to fix Daphne. Because this HBO Max Velma series is not going to be satisfied until it completely destroys everything that has ever had to be done with Scooby Doo. They don't want anything remotely resembling anything in regards to Scooby Doo to ever exist anymore. Their intention is to override that with their own nonsense. So if you thought what they'd done to Daphne, because they don't like pretty girls, was bad, oh no, they got to go after Fred too. So let's check this one out. This article here talks about what they're doing to each of the characters in Scooby Doo. So here how we get this now. We have Fred Jones, male, 16 to 18, series regular. And here's the information we got. Much like the original Fred, our Fred is a white guy. I mean, they have to emphasize that, a white guy who loves to take credit for everyone else's work. I've never known Fred to do that. But our Fred is also a pretty boy gym rat. Okay, fine. Riddled with daddy issues big enough to make Eric Trump say damn. Ay. And yet Fred knows that no matter how douchey he acts, he'll never live up to his father's expectations. Because Fred has a deep, dark secret. He's 16 years old and hasn't gone through puberty yet. Worse, his secret is getting harder and harder to hide. Mother of God. Not just from his father, but from his girlfriend Daphne, who's getting a little bored with just over-the-clothes stuff. Fortunately, Fred is wrongly imprisoned for murders he didn't commit. He needs the help of Portong High's least popular student, Velma, to prove his innocence. And while it's weird for Fred to see, let alone talk to a girl like Velma, he quickly realizes her thoughts and emotions have value. There is so much wrong with this. So much wrong with this. There is just so much wrong with this here. Let me try to just go through a little bit of it. Now, as it starts off here, they have to emphasize the white guy part because, now there's this thing that anytime anybody is a straight white male, they have to find a way to destroy this character. Because for some reason, now they hate all straight white men. That's a problem now. That's a problem. So they literally set this up to destroy Fred. Fred Jones from the original Scooby Doo, leader of the Scooby Gang, did what he had to do, all of that. No, they have to completely emasculate and destroy him in this show. Let's get into the first thing I'm going to say that, just like Daphne, he loves to take credit for everyone else's work. Tell me when Fred Jones, original Fred Jones from Scooby Doo, has ever taken credit for anybody else's work. They catched criminals. That's what they did. They catched criminals. It was always a group effort. Shaggy and Scooby were the bait. Velma was the brains. Daphne was the danger-prone damsel in distress. Fred was the one who came up with the plans, who made the traps. Then they caught the bad guy, unmasked them, and each one of them gave an explanation as to why this person did that. How is that taking credit for anybody else's work? I don't know. But again, as I say, when you're a straight white male, they hate you. They go on to say he's a pretty boy gym rat. Yes, Fred liked to work out and all that thing. I wouldn't call him a pretty boy gym rat. He worked out. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Then they have to double down now and say that he's riddled with daddy issues, big enough to make Eric Trump say damn. Because if they don't push in some kind of gut shot at a Trump, that's a problem. Their political objectives bleed through blatantly in this. And yet, after all of that, they continue to go on about how he never lived up to his father's expectations. But he has a deep, dark secret. He's 16 years old and hasn't gone through puberty yet. Now, I am not a doctor. I don't know, maybe some medical doctor, if you're watching this video, could give some kind of explanation. But I think it's possible for that to happen. I don't think it's something natural that happens, something like that. I don't know, maybe it's not. But using the fact that he's 16 years old and hasn't gone through puberty, they're basically trying to say he's a giant man baby. What they're trying to say he's a man baby. These are 16, these are children. They are the teenagers, they are children. And you're already sexing up Daphne in order to sell it, even though you're saying that you're not. And now you're coming out here and laying all of this onto Fred to make it seem like he's the worst possible person ever. You plan to fix Daphne, and now your plan is to emasculate Fred. That's it. Emasculate Fred. And because he's been hiding the fact that he hasn't gone through puberty, and he hid it from his father, his girlfriend, and she's getting a little bored at over the clothes stuff. So you're already telling us that you're planning to inject the sex into this heart. Now, I know this is a series aimed at adults, but it's still about 16-year-old children. We know 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, I think, have sex. We know that. It's not something to be encouraged, but we know it happens. But these are still children that you are depicting in this. And you've already put out one picture of Daphne basically naked with only some soap bubbles covering her up. And nobody has a problem with this, because what they've cleverly done is try to disguise everything that they're going to do to ruin these characters by pushing the fact that, Velma is probably going to be gay. They had this whole big thing come out where, somebody from the Velma series, from the Velma account or something, for the official account for this show, revealed that Velma has a crush on Fred. And Twitter went wild for it. Or should I say woke Twitter went wild for it, because the people got pissed and said that, Velma is not gay enough and they're not going to watch the show because of it. You were never going to watch it to begin with, don't lie. You were never going to watch it to begin with. But you have a problem now because Velma isn't gay enough. We know before this first season, this ends, they're going to make Velma gay. That's what they're going to do. But they're using that to distract fans from the fact that they are going to set out to destroy every character associated with the Scooby Doo gang except for Scooby, who they couldn't get, because if they had gotten Scooby, they might have had to put him down in the show, something like that. Honestly. But now, what do we have? Velma is race swapped and a pain in the neck. Daphne is suddenly Asian with red hair, and they want to fix her to not just be a pretty girl, but proper up as a sex symbol to sell. Shaggy is black and most likely going to be a stoner, because that's what they're doing, cover this something what they're doing up. And now they've gone after Fred Jones and emasculated him and attempted to destroy everything credible about this character that has ever existed. They go on to say that he apparently gets wrongly imprisoned for murder. Then he ends up teaming up with Velma. But they've already said about Daphne having complicated feelings for Velma, so we know where that's going to go. This is one of the worst nonsense I have ever seen. You people are determined to destroy a beloved children's cartoon. That only thing that thing did was just to give you about them solving mysteries, making it interesting, and having a collection of individuals who had different personalities. No, now you want to destroy that, because you need to include as much diversity, as much social justice bullshit as possible. Their plan is to F up Fred, and that's what they're going to do. And I'm telling you all, it's only going to keep getting worse with this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.